Whakalawhala hea tuhane e te wala tala tutupu ge lata me leo taong niwe ge aho nei. Koe ono anuang he whakatu whono mai tau ngahua whakalaulahi e motu, whakatu mawanga ia ke whakamtapatu wai ke he tau whahi whanonga e vaiva. Whitani he tia laulahi he tau whakaluanga ne kua, whakahoho ai ke marikisi ha ki ki lunga, e tau numela wakalele ke hoko mai ke motu, tau whale tali whanonga ne kua talanga i fuki, mai whalumena fuki. Koe taha palana fōu, ne kua whakamoria he whakatu whono, ne kua whakahingoa i koe Tourism Unleashed, ne kua whalawhalai e hanga wanga ke he lime tau i mua, kua whaitala huanga ne kua pihe mai, he whalu ne kua totou e palana nei, nā kai mahino, poke nā kai katoa e tau whakatokanga hua. Kai te hahau e he matupale mia kua whiawhia e whakatu whono ke palana ne kua tuku atu, ha kua hai e tau mena ki loto, ke mai ke whakalaulahi e tau whaluanga whenonga e vaiva he motu. Kai hai e poke te manatu whakakiste mai he taha e tau takitaki tua i himdakau Tourism Authority Board, ne kua pehea ia, nā kai mahino mita ke palana, koe matanghaua nei ne kua talahau ai, kua lata ke ngahua whakataha moi board, ke lali ke tālange palana fōu, kai nā kai o tatai tau manatu, mai tū hifo ia mai he tuanga ia, ha kua nā kai manaka ia ke whakamōli palana nei. Koe talahauang mai hima tūpale mea, kua whiawhia ia ke palana fōu nei, ha kua whaimena mo whakamtapaku tua ke tau ngahua. Ki ai, kai ke ono ke he waha loa i mua. Kua li mai e he takitaki koutu, he mai he tau whanuanga, he tau takitaki he tau atu motu he forum, ne kua whakahoko e ke motu ko palau, koe whanuanga ke whang whamalima kia nei, mai koe whanuanga ne kua whamahani e ke whakahoko, langataha he tau, ke kauflata he tau takitaki ke whakatutala ke tau mtakupu, mai o moi e tau whanuanga ke asihake e tau motu he atu Pasifika. Talahau wa he matopani mea, kua lahi mahuing he tau whanuanga nei ke whakakise tuanga niwe, mai ki fōki ke langmatai atu ke whalumutu, lahi fōki piapiahana hako mai ke omoi mai langmatai, e whiwhilianga ke latai mai takitaki fōu he mdaka o leweki ke tau whakaluanga he forum, ko ia nei ko Meg Taylor mai Papua New Guinea, ko ia e whiwhine whakamua ke hoko atu ke tuanga nei. Ko mai ke fōki whanuanga nei ke moe tau matutakianga, mai tau whakatutalaanga ke whakamalolo e tau whakawhituianga he tau motu takitaha, ke mai ke alutu ke whela matayaki. I loa mai hai ai fōki whala tau tupini kua amana ki ai ke maua langmatai mai he whala tau motu whakatai ke Papua New Guinea ne kua whakamau ke langmatai mai he tālanganga he whale whonu fōu. Koe taha mena lohi fōki ni talaha matupani mea ha kua mai ke ia ke takitaki am takau Polynesian Leaders Group moe tahe whakatokanga he mga aho nei ke ngahua ia ke tau whahi kumkumi ke he tau whakalaulohianga ke te whahi fusieka ke he tau e hangawatu. Whalawhila, you're listening into Radio Sunshine's news bulletin for today. Government continues to focus on tourism as the driving force for economic development on the island. The Tourism Unleashed is the new strategic plan that will help pave the way forward for tourism developments over the next 5 years. The plan that was developed by Charles Cooper has been supported by Premier Tokatalangi, who says he is satisfied with the outcomes, considering the task had been given to the Niuean Tourism Authority Board to work on for a number of months. Former chairperson from the Niuean Tourism Authority Board, Teresa Scott, had questioned why items such as internet broadband was included within the plan that was clearly an infrastructure issue, but Premier Talangi explained that this is all part and parcel of the vision for developments in the tourism sector. Premier Talangi also stated that government is happy with the plan that he believes will be good for Niue in the long term. The 45th Pacific Island Forum Leaders Meeting was held in Palau from the 29th of July to the 1st of August. Pacific Island Forum leaders meet annually to develop collective responses to regional issues, and this year's theme looked at the ocean life and future. Premier Tokatalangi was also present to discuss some of the major issues, looking at regionalism, climate change, fisheries and other matters. The high-level meeting also provided an opportunity for leaders to hold discussions to strengthen bilateral relations between countries, with potential funding for developments on the island. Premier Talangi also noted that one of the highlights of the forum meeting was the appointment of Meg Taylor as the new Secretary General of the forum. She is the first female and a candidate that Niue supported. Premier Tokatalangi was also appointed to take the lead in the Polynesian Leaders Group for the next year. And also, in addition to other matters, forum leaders will also be expected to consider issues relating to development effectiveness, regional security and partnership, and heading towards the SIDS conference in Samoa. Looking at our news stories from the region, the Fijian Elections Office hopes to carry out draws for the national candidate list for the 2014 election. This is if no objections are received by 4 p.m. on August the 19th, a day after the nomination of candidates close. If no objections come through, the draws will go ahead and will most likely take place at the Grand Pacific Hotel in Suva. The National Disaster Management Office in Solomon Islands has welcomed the initiative taken by some flood victims to recover from April's flooding disaster. On Thursday, the 7th of August, 96 more people from 17 families approached the NDMO and asked to be repatriated to their chosen place. The NDMO and partner organizations have distributed kits to help affected people restore their households, livelihoods, and shelter. Most repatriated families have received some or all of their kits and are given additional food items to assist them to set up their homes. The livelihood kit contains items to help affected people restore their food gardens so they sustain their families by providing food and even selling any surplus vegetables. Australia's Ambassador for Women and Girls, Natasha Stott, says countries like Australia can learn a lot from prospective female parliamentarians in the Pacific. Fewer than 5% of MPs in the Pacific Islands are women, compared to a global average of about 22% and about 30% in Australia. The group of 30 women from across the Pacific, which met in Tonga, came up with strategies for boosting female political representation in their countries. The Pacific Women's Parliamentary Partnership Project is a 10-year initiative that partners Australian and New Zealand women MPs with Pacific female politicians and aspiring candidates to improve representation across the Pacific. French Polynesia's President Gaston Floss has questioned why he has been singled out in last year's conviction over the phantom job affair. Floss made the comment on TNTV after France's highest court last month upheld his 4-year suspended jail sentence and stripped him of all political offices for 3 years for running a vast network of fake employees to support his party. The French government has not delivered the verdict and he remains in office pending a possible presidential pardon by François Hollande. Floss says while he will accept whatever decision is reached, he wonders where all the French high commissioners are who approved the contracts now found to be illegal. He says he also questions where the French Treasury is, as it was it who paid the salaries and not his administration. Samoa's Chief Executive Officer of the Ministry of Health, Lewasa, Dr. Takenaseri, confirmed that Samoa is now facing an outbreak of the chikungunya virus and the public is cautioned to join the national campaign in reducing breeding sites for mosquitoes, the carriers of the virus. Last Saturday, the ministry received the results of the 20 suspected cases sent to the Secretariat of the Pacific Community in Nomea for testing. The test also confirmed that the virus is chikungunya and officially removes the acute fever and rash as previously suspected. 2 suspected of the virus died last week, but according to Lewasa, there is no confirmation that they both died from chikungunya. He said the man had other medical conditions which could have caused his death, and so was the girl, whom Lewasa said the test results were inconclusive. Reducing the rubbish and spraying areas where mosquitoes breed will deter the breeding and reduce the carriers from spreading it. Asked about international travellers, Lewasa said it is difficult to stop that. The most densely populated areas are the ones vulnerable to the virus, which includes Whaleata and Waimaunga. Representatives from the European Union will visit the country in the next 3 months to see if Papua New Guinea is addressing concerns the Commission raised when it issued the yellow card in June. National Fisheries Authority Acting Managing Director Philip Poland said that the EU reps were expected in the country on the 17th of November. He had said the authority is reviewing 5 key areas the European Union had instructed the state to address. These included the legislation, tuna management plan, traceability, licensing and cooperation among relevant state agencies. Refuting lower resolution results, high-resolution ocean modelling has predicted climate change will have little impact on Western Pacific tuna fisheries in the 2060s. Skipjack tuna fisheries in the Western Pacific warm pool will not be drastically impacted by climate change in the next 50 years, according to the projections, with an ocean model that divides the ocean into a high-resolution 10-kilometre grid. Adapted from Australian oceans, the model simulates the effects of climate in the 2060s on temperature and currents in the warm pool, a tuna habitat defined by warmer surface water. Tuna fisheries in the warm pool are vital to many Pacific Island nations. To learn more about the effects of climate change on tuna fisheries, the team hopes to add an ecological model to the mix. It was overlaid with biogeochemistry model developed by the CSIRO Hobart team, and results were analysed using research data on tuna habitat. Google is partnering with 5 Asian telecom firms to build a $300 million underwater cable across the Pacific Ocean in a bid to meet surging internet use. The project, named FASTER, would see the 9,000 kilometers fiber optic cable stretch from 2 points in Japan to the United States, with extensions to other Asian locations later on. In the US, the cable would be extended to link major cities on the West Coast, including Los Angeles, San Francisco, Portland, and Seattle. There are several hundred underwater telecom cables that connect various points in the world. Also involved in the project are Japanese mobile carrier KDDI, China Mobile International, China Telecom Global, Malaysia's Global Transit, and Singapore's Singtel. Japan's NEC would build the system, which is expected to come into service in the first half of 2016. Google has been involved in similar projects before, including a 2008 deal to build an ultra-high-speed submarine cable to carry internet and other traffic between Japan and the United States. Those are our news stories from the region, as well as our local news bulletin for today.